Hey everybody, welcome to NRT Now. I'm Kevin, and it's just me again on this Monday. We have not done an episode for a while. That's because my buddy Marcus, who is usually right here, or he's right here, depending on what day we're feeling. I don't know which side he's going to go. We have been spending a lot of time in Nashville, so we were doing a lot of label meetings, and we did a staff retreat, and we pulled off the biggest event in our history. Oh, just a little bit of work. So it was kind of cool. But Marcus has the day off because I'm a good boss. That's how that works. And he's taking it off because he's a good boy. But yeah, we're really excited to get back in the office. I mean, Wi-Fi, high-speed Wi-Fi feels good. A clean space to work feels great. A 27-inch iMac versus a little MacBook is fantastic, and things are good. We're back in biz. And we're back with NRT Now. So we usually do these around the 11-ish Mountain Time, noon Eastern Time. No. 1 Eastern Time, noon Central. So we take up your lunch hour is the plan. And today's topic is football, obviously. I mean, if everybody knows what went on yesterday, and there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about the halftime show. We're going to talk about who you guys think should play next year's Christian halftime show, because Christian music needs to step up and provide an alternative, in my opinion. I don't know why we haven't done this. I don't know why we as an industry do not provide... Who's angry facing me? Marcus, knock it off. Why are you angry facing me? Are you just mad because you're not here? If all you're going to do is angry face me, then I'm going to kick you. I don't even know if I can do that. Wouldn't it be funny if I could kick him? Oh, I can. Marcus, I can. I can block you. Yeah, so those are the three topics we're gonna be discussing. There's actually Marcus sent me a thing that he wrote that. Oh, you need to resend it to me, dude. Resend. Text me about that Super Bowl thing. You're angry about the Super Bowl. I know, but you're angering our broadcast, and so your anger is being funneled through this, which is not cool. Not cool. That's okay. All right, so hello everybody. Obviously, if you've seen this before, you know that I like to talk to you. So post your comments. The big topic, thanks Marcus, I got that. The big topic of conversation is if Christian music were to do a Super Bowl halftime show. I think we talk about this every single year, or at least as long as I've been involved in Christian music, and it still isn't happening. So I think this is something that NRT should put upon our shoulders and gather the masses and actually do something cool. We tried to do something yesterday with KJ52 in our Super Bowl party, but thanks to the Google gremlins at play, it did not work out well. And so KJ just kind of did his own thing on his Facebook page, and it was cool. If you have an opportunity to go check it out, we shared it. He free-formed during commercial breaks and did his own concert while his kids jumped on the couch. It's fantastic. So you can go check that out at facebook.com/new release today. So Matt says, I think Demon Hunter should play halftime, then I would actually watch it. Can you imagine Demon Hunter playing halftime Super Bowl? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm not talking about the big game, because let's be realistic here, folks. Christian music is never going to make it in the big game. It's just not going to happen. We aren't going to see Skillet. We aren't going to see Switchfoot. We aren't going to see DC Talk. None of these are big DC Talk reunion. This is not going to happen. But what should happen is a place to go online and watch a fully produced concert from Christian artists. I think that would be cool. Something you can pipe in and show to your friends. My kids were in the room on Super Bowl, and I was so nervous because I've watched the Super Bowl before. And I don't know. I was waiting for Lady Gaga to do something drastic that would age my children by 10 years. But she kept it cool. I think, for pop music, it was pretty clean. And she did a good job. And the drones were amazing. If you haven't seen it, go online and watch it just for the very beginning. The drones were just incredible. I want 4,000 drones behind me that make patterns in the sky. That was amazing. All right, hey Mary, I know, welcome from Nashville. And Casey said they should play Amazing Grace. They being the artists. Sure, yeah, that would be good. Mary says Skillet is one of the few who has the production value to really pull it off, I think. Possible other contenders would be for King and Country. Yeah, I mean, I'm even thinking... Here, we'll read some more comments. Andrew, you love that idea. Hey, Andrew, he's from the Incandescent, one of our big winners for the We Love Christian Music Awards, and you can see him coming up. We're not going to talk about We Love Awards. There's so much to talk about there. But I'm going to wait for my counterpart to join me, and we can talk about We Love Awards. Today, we're talking about football. So, if you're a Falcons fan, like Marcus is, who's usually my co-host here, if you're just joining us, you're probably pretty angry. Which rightfully so. You should you should be. If you are a Patriots fan, you can go ahead and just leave this broadcast now. Just kidding. That's not nice. I'm not a fan of either. I'm indifferent to the Falcons, and I really don't like the Patriots. Yeah, it's just hard to get over the whole cheating thing. Once you get that in your system, this is a good lesson to all of us kids. Once you get that into your system, it is hard to move away from that. Caleb, my little buddy, my 8-year-old, probably looked at Tom Brady 50 different times yesterday and said, "You're a cheater." I mean, he doesn't know what went on, but it's just hard to get away from that stigma. So I'm gonna read something. If you're a Falcons fan, this is coming from Marcus. He sent this to me, and I said, "Yeah, I'll read this because I think it's pretty funny." I'm gonna try to do this with a straight face. So again, I was indifferent yesterday. I just really didn't want the Patriots to win. I guess that's not being indifferent. I was indifferent to the Falcons. I'm a Seattle Seahawks guy, Northwest, and then I'm a Texas Cowboys fan because Boise State, because BSU Broncos, and then Kellen Moore went on the Texans. So that's not Texans, the Cowboys. I have never watched the Cowboys before, but I will follow Kellen Moore wherever he goes because that guy's amazing. All right, so here, 5 stages of grief. 5 stages of grief for Atlanta Falcons fans, and I'm so sorry, you guys. You had it. You had it. There was multiple times where I said, "There's no way the Patriots are going to come back. There's no way, because you guys are just going to keep scoring like you have been." And then you didn't. But stage 1, of course, it's denial. And that sounds something like this. What just happened? And I believe I heard that many times. What just happened? There's no way we squandered an 18-point lead. I think it was more than that. I think it was in the 20s. And it's just hard to believe that that was let go. So that's stage 1. Stage 2, of course, denial turns into anger. All football fans have it. Especially my dad. I don't know if you've ever watched a football game with my dad. You probably haven't. But there's lots of anger involved, lots of screaming. So anger, what a disgrace. They shot themselves in the foot and couldn't finish. So mad they rested on their lead. Also, I'm pretty angry at the coin toss and the fact that it basically determines many NFL overtime games, right? Because it doesn't give the other team a chance to answer. So that's Marcus's second stage of grief. And that's true. Paul says, "How about those stupid overtime rules?" I agree. I think we all agree. College football gets this right because you score and the other team has a chance to answer. And I don't think it's fair to give one team up to a coin toss the opportunity to score and the other team doesn't get a chance to do anything. And I know the argument is it all comes down, they have a chance to defend it, and they, as long as they stop them, if they get a field goal, they have a chance to respond. If they get sorry, my nose itches. It's always great to do that on camera. I know everybody appreciates that. But if they get a field goal, that's one of these. It goes through the field goal. In case you're not a football fan, you're bored out of your mind right now. Then they get a chance to answer. And that's NFL. College football is just this back and forth fight that can go on forever. I kind of wanted the Super Bowl to end in a tie so that we could have mass controversy all year long and get rid of that stupid rule because we don't need ties in football. What is this, hockey? Ugh. Okay, the third stage of anger coming from Marcus, who is an Atlanta Falcons hardcore fan for life. He says, bargaining. Of course, this is a third stage of grief. Well, maybe this will fuel the fire for an even better season next year, and now we will see how the team really rises up. All right, that's a good stage of grief, because you're now saying maybe all is not lost. We can do a little better next season. And I think they will. Atlanta has a pretty young team. I think they'll be back. And the fourth stage of grief goes into depression, which is where I believe Marcus is now. He's in deep, deep depression. And he says, dang, they still lost, and Tom Brady is all grins, and we were so close, and Trump is still president. It's just all downhill. Those are his words. True story. Yeah, so all that's going on right now, and it's just a rough day. And it's Monday. It just cracks me up. All right, Paul says ties equals double participation trophies. I know. It's not going to work. That's seriously a question. I don't know if anybody knows if it could actually have been a tie in the Super Bowl. Are there rules against that? There's got to be a rule against that. Ian says, Marcus, you've got to rise up out of the depression. It's not going to work, Ian. Marcus is deep, deep in it. Only time can heal this wound, Ian. And hopefully tomorrow morning he'll be okay. And he'll be back to his normal self, rooting for teams that lose the Super Bowl. Oh, you guys had it. The Patriots were about ready to go down. The defeat was so close. Nope, didn't do it. And then Marcus' fifth stage. Why are we talking about Marcus? You're not even here. See how you have dominated the conversation without being here. Well done. The fifth stage, actually I like this. The fifth stage is acceptance. Maybe Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, is stage 5. I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to go there. I mean, it's hard to argue against it. And Tom's a nice guy, I guess. It's just that, okay, I won't get into it. Who knows? All right, so that's talking about the game. Let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime show for a minute. I know we are Christian music. I know we're all about Christian music. And I know Lady Gaga is not Christian music. Shocker. Everybody was sitting down for that, I hope. But hold on. Ian says it's unlikely, but we have to believe a Christian artist will play the halftime show. Lecrae, Andy Mineo, NF, Kirk Franklin, Skillet, and for King and Country stand a big chance in the future. I don't see it, Ian. I don't know. We've been talking about it for decades. I just don't see them allowing that. Unless it was a Carrie Underwood, who's a huge... And you're right. Okay, there you go. Carrie Underwood remains our best bet, though. And Ian, you're absolutely right. But then Ian, you follow that with Marcus is just better than you, Kevin. That's why. And so now you've given a right statement, an absolutely wrong statement, and now you've just canceled yourself out. But that's all right. I'll forgive you, Ian. You can continue your man crush on Marcus. It's allowed. Paul says yes. Carrie Underwood would be a great show. I think so. Man, Carrie Underwood would kill it, and she loves Christian music. So wouldn't it be awesome if she invited some of her friends to come do halftime? I don't see it happening. I really don't. NFL would just go, yeah, no one knows these artists. You're not going to bring them on stage. So this is why we need this. This is why we need a network. I wonder if we know any network that can produce music really well. This is why we need a network to record, and it can be pre-recorded. It doesn't need to be live. But record a concert, 20, 30 minutes, doesn't need to be long, of multiple artists, and it doesn't need to be Skillet. We don't need Switchfoot for King and Country. It can be smaller artists. Let's start small. I mean, I'm a big fan of growing things. I mean, wishing for the best is awesome, but let's grow this thing. Let's pull together some smaller artists. There's power in numbers, and if Switchfoot wants to do it, great, but just pre-record a concert and then let's air that online. Let's air that on TV, and let's give people an opportunity to switch over to an alternative. I think that would be amazing, and it needs to happen. This needs to happen, and I don't understand why it hasn't happened yet, because we talk about this every single year. Every single year we talk about what Christian artists should be playing the halftime show. People, do it. We need to rally. We need to rally around these artists and put this together. Marcus, idea for 2018. Ian, does that mean I don't exist if I've canceled myself out? I should have just ignored that comment. I can't ignore you, Ian. Of course you exist. You have to exist. You're one of our few people who watch this. Joseph says, Skillet, TFK, Disciple, this is football. Why the ice skating music every year? Ice skating music? What does that mean? I actually liked Gaga. I'm sorry. I did. I know. I thought she did a great job and kept it really clean. Though if it can't be real rock, Joseph said, Paisley, Underwood are the very best country has to offer. I would tune out to a country halftime show faster than I don't have a joke today. It's Monday. I'm pretty slow. Marcus, I think if you get Becca Shea, Spencer Kane, and Anthem Lights together, why not? Wouldn't that be great? It would be a great show. And Joseph says the NFL uses Skillet and TFK music, even some Toby Mac, so I would think the list would start there. Yeah, I don't know. That's the halftime show. That's my thoughts. Were those drones incredible? Did you guys like those drones? I think that was probably my favorite part of halftime. Commercials. Let's talk about the commercials for a minute. What were your favorite commercials in the game? I'm going to let you post those. We're going to talk about those in a minute. Commercials. The final thing we need to talk about. Oh, no, that was it. I think we talked about the game. We talked about Marcus's deep depression. We talked about the halftime show. And we'll talk about the commercials. So my favorite commercial was Mr. Clean. Yeah, you finally saw it. Marcus left for the game. His family came over to our house, and we watched it with Paul and a couple of our other friends. And he got up to do something and missed the Mr. Clean commercial, and it was fantastic. We love that one. The T-Mobile commercials, well, not entirely appropriate, were really well done and pretty funny. And then everybody's talking about all the serious ones, and I don't know. I like comedy over seriousness, and so those went out. There were some that just made me scratch my head. I didn't really get it, but overall, good commercials. I think the commercials were clean as well. So hats off to mainstream media for not embarrassing me in front of my children multiple times. There was definitely a few moments, but Paul says Kia. Was that the one where with Melissa McCarthy and she was doing a bunch of dangerous stunts? And it was like, or cleaning the environment, saving the environment type stuff. The whale, and then the iceberg, the tree hugger. That was great. Yeah. Let's see. Any other favorite commercials before we head out? Paul says yes on that. Yeah, that was a good commercial. I like that one. It made me laugh. So here we go. What did we learn today? Well, first of all, I have a challenge to make up, and I'm going to do it because the last time we were together, if you're a fan of watching the show, or if you're a regular watcher of the show, we ask you for a challenge to do for the next episode. That could be anything. Anything you could dream up of. Marcus and I will pick one. So we've tried to lick our elbows, eat stuff off our forehead, do push-ups. Today, I'm going to spin around 30 times in my chair. It was a challenge that was given to me when I did this solo a couple weeks ago, and I totally forgot. It was an innocent mistake, I promise. Totally forgot. But I'm going to do it today. We're going to spin around in the chair 30 times. And if you have a challenge for tomorrow that you want Marcus and I to do, please post that now. Ian says, Kevin, I wish you the best with dealing with Marcus in the office in the weeks to come. Thank you, Ian. It's really, I really enjoy doing this with him. It allows us to banter off each other, but when he's not here, it makes things sad. In fact, now I have the 5 stages of grief of doing this without Marcus. Just kidding. So, sing the alphabet backwards from Paul Cushing tomorrow. I don't think I can say it backwards. I'd have to look at it. If I look at it and sing, can that count, Paul? Can I look at it and sing it in front of me? Is that cheating? Is that okay? We'll get the approval on that. But here, let's do this. The challenge for today, I'm going to set this up. Oh my gosh, I'm going to throw up. Is spin 30 times. Oh my gosh, 30. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh my gosh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hope no one comes by. 13, 14, 15. Only halfway there. 16, 17, 18, 19. The G-force are incredible. 20, 21. Did I skip one? I don't know. 22. I'm seriously 23. 24. Oh my gosh. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. I'm gonna do one more just because I'm an overachiever. Okay. Wow. I cannot see. I'm really sick. I'm really sick. I gotta go. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. Give me a second. 1 second. Because I gotta see. I'm like white. That sucked. Right. We will join you tomorrow where we're going to read the alphabet backwards. Marcus and I are going to do this. I'm going to go barf, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for joining, everyone.